Hey there, Clashers, and thanks for joining Clash of Clans gameplay. Bringing you episode number 3 in the high-level trophy pushing series. I'm going to change it up a bit today with some replays that you'll see, in that I'm going to be tweaking my Mass Golem attack here on my Clash in Session account to include the use of Giants. So instead of me doing 5 Golems plus 1 Golem in the CC, I'm doing 3 Golems plus 1 Golem in the CC, and replacing the last 2 golems with 12 giants. Reason I'm doing this is a couple different reasons. Is that oftentimes when I use the 5 to 6 golem strategy, is that I will find that I'm getting low on Dark Elixir at times unless I'm finding big raids that I'm able to hit. And this is a good way for me to build up my Dark Elixir while still being able to continue pushing at around the 4,000 cup mark, which is where I'm currently at with Clash in Session account. The other reason that I'm doing that is that the Mass Golem strategy is become so powerful within the game is that I fear that at some point this could actually be a future nerf by Supercell. So when that happens, I always like to make sure that I'm kind of prepared so that I don't have a big drop back in trophies if I'm pushing high, and that I'm able to at least move in a different direction relatively quickly. So the benefits of doing that, obviously, is being prepared for the different types of changes that could come in the game. What that is for a potential nerf of the Mass Golem, I'm not sure. That could be even faster rates of fire for single Infernos, could be new defenses, could even be Town Hall 11. But I think it's always good to practice different strategies and little tweaks to what your main pushing strategy may be, just to be prepared for that. But as you look at this second attack here, the key aspect is very much the same, in utilizing 2 jump spells on the outer walls to funnel troops in from multiple entry points, then using a 3rd jump spell to get you into the core near the town hall. Being able to drop the golems first is extremely important when you're using giants. Reason being is giants are affected greatly by spring traps, so if you lose a giant or 2 by a spring trap, that obviously can be very devastating at times to an attack. So making sure that you still have the golems at first to trip those off will be useful, and then you should be in a good spot once you roll some wizards behind to clear the outer structures, then drop in the 12 giants. And I'll do 6 giants on actually each entry point as well, so you're still getting that wide funnel, as you always hear me talk about. Other aspect that I think is extremely beneficial of using giants is a lot of the bases that you're seeing nowadays are single infernos, or potentially 1 single inferno and 1 multi-inferno. And when you're dealing with single infernos, those can burn up the golems relatively quick. You can still do pretty well with a number of golems, but if you're going up against 2 single infernos, it can make it very difficult. So having the giants is beneficial by being able to swap out, in essence, 6 giants per golem. And that's helpful, obviously, for dealing with the single infernos, because they have to reset after each giant is taken out. So it certainly helps from that standpoint in being able to take on some of those bases. So we'll go ahead and show one last replay here. Again, outer jump spells, and this is a common base that you used to see. It was actually a base that I used defensively for quite some time, and I did quite well with it, but it's become so commonly used in the game that it is quite easy to beat at this point. I always enter this base from the same point at about the 7-8 o'clock with the 2 jump spells, and then using the 3rd jump spell to go towards the core. And whether I'm using this strategy with the giants or using the Mass Golem strategy, it's still the same entry point for me, and it usually ends up being the same amount of damage, which is going to be roughly in between, I'd say, 60 to 75% is a lot of times the damage that I'm able to get. Again, utilizing those giants and the golems as your blockers for your heroes, and the wizards as well. Making sure that you always save a couple wizards to go around the sides if you need the percentage points. Not really necessary within this raid, of course, but definitely effective from being able to utilize that. So I think this is a very worthwhile strategy, and one that I hope that you'll consider using, because again, I think as much as we enjoy this game, we know that there's going to be changes, so making sure that we're better prepared for when changes in the games happen enables you to continue to have success and not have a step back, but even the steps back can be certainly enjoyable from that standpoint, as it makes the game fresh and new. So this is going to do it for our trophy pushing episode series number 3. And make sure to like, comment, subscribe. And until next time, clash on.